So let me now first talk about the key differentiating factors of our latest cloud-based video conferencing platform. So first, the one of the unique advantages that our cloud-based platform offers is it's a WebRTC-based platform. So it is completely secured. It works only and only on HTTPS. The video conferencing session cannot even start if it is not HTTPS enabled. So that means no matter whether you want or not, it is still going to be fully secured end to end. So the encryption runs right from your browser, from a client to the server, fully on a 128-bit AES encryption. You can also choose to go for a 256-bit AES encryption. Then apart from being a fully cloud, fully secure solution, it offers the industry's first 4K at the rate 30 FPS video conferencing solution on cloud on WebRTC. So there's no solution on WebRTC on the cloud available right now, which is offering 4K. The third important point, which is very different than any other solution, is it offers the multi-display telepresence and multi-camera technology, both in the same platform. So which means you can have up to 3 or 4 displays connected at each location, and you can have any of the videos connected on a full screen, or you can see multiple videos in different screens. So that is a possibility which InstaVC offers. Then it also offers a total clientless architecture, which means you don't have to download any clients, which is making it extremely simple to use. You can simply send a link to anybody and he will be able to click on a link and join. So it's a simple click and join concept. The other important aspect which InstaVC brings in is the instant start using a P2P presence-based VC solution. So it incorporates the advantages of web-based VC and then also the P2P presence-based solution, where you can simply dial any of your contacts, add any of your contacts in your list, and simply dial them and get into a video call. The other important aspect which InstaVC brings in is the industry's first mixing and routing architecture MCU, which means that if you see traditionally, the hardware-based MCUs have always been mixing architecture MCUs, which actually means that all the video streams which come to the central MCU can get mixed together and a single stream is sent to all endpoints. So that is a mixing architecture MCU. And the routing architecture MCU, which is the latest advancement in the VC industry, and majority of the software-based solutions move on a routing architecture, where the central MCU simply routes different video streams. And every client can actually get different video streams of different locations. And you can have a choice of watching all the streams together, or you can watch only few streams based on the bandwidth availability. Now, InstaVC is the first architecture where you can have, as a user, choice to either join a video call by choosing to receive a video mixed stream, or else you can also choose to get into a routing mode. That is all your choice, and depending on your bandwidth, you can choose what way you want to join into a video call. So this is the industry's first architecture where a user gets a choice to choose how he wants to join the conference. The other important aspect is the customization and scalability. So we offer open APIs, which anybody can integrate InstaVC solution into their product line, and can seamlessly integrate with their existing CRM, their LMS applications, or their ERP applications without the need of even support from our side, because the APIs are REST APIs and it is very easily integratable with any solution. The other important point is that it offers a seamless experience in a huddle room or a conference room by having a integrated 4K endpoint, where you can simply put an endpoint on a 4K display, connect it over an HDMI, press a remote, and you're ready to go. It just takes about 5 minutes to set up a conference room based solution in InstaVC. So these are the major advantages of InstaVC. The last one and very crucial one is the wireless presentation. So we introduce share.instavc.com, where any conference room, wherever you are in InstaVC, in a conference room kind of environment, if anybody wants to share the screen, they don't need to now pick up a pen drive and connect it to a endpoint. All you will do is simply go to share.instavc.com, and there'll be an ID for each room, and simply press from your laptop which you want to share that ID, and you will be able to share your screen wirelessly. This screen can be wirelessly shared by any participant globally, whether no matter he is a part of the video call or not, his screen can be shared. Which means typically if we are having a review call and somebody else is carrying a data and he is not a part of the video call, so we could actually ask him to share his screen, just simply the screen from wherever he is. whosoever is carrying the data, and that can be discussed over a video call. So it's one of the very important features and very useful features. So apart from that, the overall experience of InstaVC supersedes all the video conferencing experiences, because it dynamically, based on the size of the video and bandwidth available, it dynamically changes the resolution and the FPS. So depending on your bandwidth availability and the size of the screen it is actually occupying on a display, it automatically reduces or increases the pixel size as well as the bandwidth, as well as the FPS. So this is all about how InstaVC differentiates with all other solutions. The last is basically not a technology feature, but it is an innovative feature in terms of the licensing policy. Now, globally, what we've seen is that the licensing policy of all the cloud-based service providers is based on host-based video conferencing. So the policy is that every user buys a host in an organization. So you need to buy as many hosts as you need to have a video conference. You can schedule a video conference. So which means if an organization has just about 100 odd employees and they need to have they need to buy 10 or 15 or 20 hosts because they want so many people to be initiating the conferences, so then so many people have to buy individual hosts. They cannot share their host license. So the idea here is we are seeing a huge and rapid transformation in the video conferencing industry. 10 years back, the video conferencing was used once in a while, and you would be seeing it happening in a boardroom, MD coming in doing a VC call once in a week. In last 5 years and last 3 years, we have seen the video conferencing from MDs moving on to the vice presidents and GMs of the company. So many people want to do VC now. They want to initiate VC. Now in last 1 year and last 18 months, we are seeing that now everybody in the organization is wanting to initiate their own video calls, because now today's sales manager doesn't want to go and meet the customer in the field. He could simply send a link and ask his customer that he would like to share a presentation and would like to discuss over a business opportunity and increase his productivity levels, rather than physically going and meeting an end customer. So which means percolation and usage of video conferencing in the organization is increasing, not only up to the top layer of the management, it is going down below up to the field level as well, including the HR using it for the interviews. So what is important is that we need to understand that host-based licensing model is going to have very large bills, because now everybody in the organization is in need of VC. So in a 100-person organization, you may end up actually buying 100 hosts. But what is very interesting to understand is that globally, all organizations, wherever they're building new offices and even their old constructed offices, they're breaking all their old conference room infrastructures, and they are making huddle rooms. Because industry-wide, everybody has understood that the majority of the meetings are 4 to 5 people. So 4 to 5 people come and have a meeting in a particular huddle room. So 95 to 97% of the meetings which happen globally in a physical meeting room are between 4 to 5 seaters or maybe 6 seater. So which means there's a huddle room concept which is already active in a regular meeting room scenario. Now, doing meetings virtualized, we need to replicate the same concept, which means that we need to have 4, 5 or 6 seater meeting rooms, and we need more of them. And we need to understand that in a regular office building, there are multiple huddle rooms, and anybody can actually book a room and schedule a meeting there. So the whole organization can schedule meetings in these huddle rooms or conference rooms. All they need to do is have a proper scheduling system in place, and then everybody in the organization gets to use the conference rooms or huddle rooms. So we have brought in the same concept in the virtual world for the first time in the world, and we have launched a new and disruptive licensing policy, and which is called as a vMCU licensing policy, where all organizations can buy a virtual MCU from a 30 port to a 100 port or a 500 port, and they can buy 10, 20, 30, 50 or 100 conference rooms, and they can create their own setup of how many huddle rooms, how many meeting rooms, how many conference rooms, how many seater each room they need to create. And all of those rooms which are available can be shared across by the whole organization. Everybody can schedule, and the whole organization can share those rooms, which makes the whole licensing policy very, very disruptive, which opens up the video conferencing possibility for everybody in the whole organization, rather than restricting it to very few people in the organization. And this licensing policy is highly disruptive and make sure that it is highly price competitive. So this is all about the unique USPs that we are bringing in the InstaVC 6.0 cloud platform. Rest of the features, there are a lot of other features which are very unique, but I mean, the time is, there's a constraint in the time, so I'll not be able to explain all of them. What I will recommend all of you is to quickly go to instavc.com, take a free trial, self sign up, and experience all the features yourself. So this should be good